Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back. It's late at night, so we're going to be a little bit quiet here. But today what I want to do is I want to show how many tokens per second my 3070 graphics card does with three different AI models that I have downloaded. So just for system's sake, I'll show you what I have. I have a AMD Ryzen 9 7900 12-core processor. I have 64 gigs of RAM. And I have a 3070 graphics card, which is pretty old. It's in its last days, I would imagine, but it still functions. So I have three different models to choose from. I have DeepSeek -R1 8 billion parameters. I have Llama, which is like whatever, just like a Llama is, or their Llama 3.2 latest. It's just like a very quick one. And then a 32 billion Quinn 2.5 coder thing. So 32. So let's quickly go over for. You can skip ahead if you already know how parameters work and you're just looking for numbers. But basically, the higher the parameter, the more computation hardware is needed for it. Basically, so I want to do this video to show you what 3070 can do or what speed it does it at. So at first we're gonna try the Llama one because that one's like probably the fastest. So we're just gonna basically type in make me a for loop that iterates through a list of letters. I don't know, something like that. I'm just going with a random thing. So we're gonna do that, and it's gonna send a little task through, and we're gonna see what it does. So did that really quick. I have over here the measurement of our stuff. So we can see that that was 111 tokens per second. That is really fast. It like generates those responses uber fast with my 3070. So that's really good. If you know 3070 can cover any quick AI stuff. Next, I want to try DeepSeek, the 8 billion parameter one that I have downloaded. We're gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna run it, make me a loop that iterates through a list of letters, blah blah blah, and it's gonna go and come back. It's gonna do a little loop. It's a little bit more, I don't know, it does pretty good. It gives me a lot more example and everything because, you know, it's a little bit better than that. This is like a teensy little thing. This is like a little bit more explanation and how the code actually works. But what does that have us? That have us at 51 tokens per second. So still really fast. It generates decently fast. And I'll spoiler alert, this is kind of the one that I think is a solid amount. I think 8 billion parameters is about around where you should be at for a 3070 graphics card. At least that's what I've tested so far. I have a 2060 in Ti, I think, in my one other computer. I might run this on that in another video. But I'll just show here the last one, the Quinn 2.5 or whatever, the 32 billion parameter one. We're gonna do the exact same thing, just so I can show you the limit. So we did a small parameter, like maybe like a few billion, the 8 billion one, and now we're doing a 32 billion. So this is like 4 times the size of parameters. And you're gonna look at how slow this is. Look at this. Like certainly below is an example of blah blah blah. Yeah, it just takes forever to generate. So we'll give it a solid second. But a little spoiler alert, it's about 5 tokens per second. That's about what this is. So it's 10 times slower than the previous one. So it's 4 times bigger, 10 times slower with a 3070 graphics card. I haven't fine-tuned my Llama instance. So I'm using Llama locally. I haven't fine-tuned my Llama instance to use more RAM per se. So if I pull up my task manager, so you guys see what's going on, you'll see my graphics cards actually. Oh wait, we already finished. Yeah, okay, it's 2.5 tokens per second. So that was actually really bad. I guess we'll have to pull up the task manager another time. And also, this is kind of funny. Look how little that is. Even though this coder one, like really explains out the reasoning of what stuff is and what stuff like it just has a lot more stuff. So I haven't used the DeepSeek one that much, to be honest. I've been using more of the basic one, the basic Llama thing. So I'm gonna switch over to DeepSeek because I think 50 tokens per second is about the right thing. But if you have a 3070, you're kind of wondering what model or what limit you can go to. I think about 8 billion is about a nice solid fast speed to get responses if you're planning on using local AI. If you want to look at what I'm using here for code, this is a local chatbot I built. you can go and get that code. I'll probably have. I actually did a live stream of it recently, and you can go check out that live stream. But other than that, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of stuff as I test some things out with stuff. Because I'm an amateur AI developer apparently. All right, thanks and come again, I guess. Bye bye.